Every leader wants to know how to develop another leader. In this video, we'll explore a clear path for helping others learn necessary skills and character. This is a simple acrostic, MAWL, that teaches us how to do that. The first phase of the MAWL phase is the modeling phase. In this phase, you're asking a disciple, hey, will you watch me do something so that I can teach you how to do it? In the second phase, the assist phase, you're asking your disciples, hey, would you help me do something? I will be right there to assist you, to help you do it, but will you help me do something? I will take part of the task, you will take the other part of the task. In the watch phase, you are going to sit back and watch the disciple do the task or do the skill that you have already modeled and assisted. In the watch phase, you are simply sitting back and watching your disciple execute or do the skill that you have already modeled and assisted. After they do the skill, you will assess and give them encouragement or feedback on how they can do it better. In the launch phase, you are telling your disciple, hey, now you know how to do this, or now you know how to say this. Now go and teach somebody else how to do or say the same thing. The big question is, did Jesus do this? We see throughout Jesus' ministry, he modeled, assisted, watched, and launched his disciples to do ministry just as he was doing it. He told them to follow him. So, take time, pause the video, read these scriptures. In this column here, you're going to ask, what was Jesus modeling for his disciples? In this column, you're going to write down, what was Jesus allowing his disciples to assist him in doing? In this column, you're going to write down, what was Jesus watching his disciples do? In this column, you're going to write down, what did Jesus launch his disciples to do, and how did he launch them to do it? Finally, we're going to study the promises. What is the promise that Jesus gives to everyone who believes in him? Take time to pause the video, take as much time as you need, and do this study. All right, hope you enjoyed the study. So let's review. So for modeling, what did Jesus model in these scriptures? He modeled for them how to teach, how to proclaim the good news or the gospel, how to heal, how to appoint others, how to be with. He did all of this in order that they might be sent out to preach. He modeled going from town to town and village to village. He modeled casting out demons, and he modeled being dependent upon God through other people. So then, Jesus allowed his disciples to assist him in the ministry. What did his disciples assist him in? He sent out 12. He gives them power and authority to cast out demons, to heal disease, to proclaim the kingdom, and again, to be dependent on God through others. He tells them to stay in the house that welcomes them. He says, go village to village, and he says, shake the dust from your feet if they do not welcome you. So that's Luke chapter 9. In Luke chapter 10, how was Jesus watching his disciples doing the work? Well, Jesus sends out 72 others as well to do the same thing. He tells them to pray for laborers and to go, to be dependent upon God through others, to stay in the house that welcomes you, to not go from house to house, to heal the sick, to proclaim the kingdom, and to shake the dust from their feet if they are not welcome. Finally, launch. What did Jesus launch his disciples to do? He sent them out the same way that the Father sent Jesus. He told them to go into all the nations, to make disciples by baptizing them and teaching them to obey all Jesus commanded. So what is the promise? In John 14:12-15, Jesus promises that anyone who believes in him will not only do his same works, but greater works than he did. Also, in 1 John 2:6, Jesus says that anyone who says they abide in Jesus ought to walk or live in the same way in which Jesus walked. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more videos in the No Place Left Leadership Development series. Take this, obey it, and teach others to do the same until there's no place left